Hello guys, welcome back to ERD Stitches YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. If today is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And my returning subscribers, welcome back. God bless you all for coming back. So today I'm going to teach you how to cut this beautiful school bag or backpack. I'm going to put you through on the cutting and the sewing. But before I continue, please, if you have not registered on my online class on school bag and lunch bag, I don't know what you are waiting for. The price is so cheap. 2,000 naira for school bag, 2,000 naira for lunch bag. So if you're interested, just contact me through the WhatsApp number that is displayed here. So let's get started. So this is the leather I'm using for this tutorial. I have two different colors of leather here. The black is for the back, while this is for the front. So I'm going to give you the measurements now. So the wideness I'm using is 12.5 inches. I hope you are seeing it, 12.5 inches. While the length is 17.5 inches. So now I'm going to work on this front. So I'm going to keep the back aside. So you can see I've marked some things here which I'm going to explain to you now. So how I shaped it, from this way I took 4 inches. I hope you are seeing it, 4 inches. While this way I took 7 inches. So I connected it together. Down here, this way I took 1.5 inches. This way I also took 1.5 inches. I connected it. So now I'm going to cut it off. You flip it over and use it to shape here and here. So I'm going to give you the measurement I took here. So what I took here is 7.5 inches. So now I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to use this now to cut lining for these two. So I'm done cutting the lining. This is for this and this is for this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is that I will start sewing my zipper to these two. So this is the zip cloth I'm going to use for this particular project. This is the zip cloth, it's size 6 zip cloth. So now I'm going to sew my zip cloth. This is the lining I'm using. I'm trying to look at where is the front or the back, because it's like it seems it has two sides. So now put my zip cloth on my lining this way. The wrong side of my zip cloth will face the right side of my lining, while the right side of my leather will face the right side of my zip cloth. So I will put it this way, then I will sew it this way. After sewing it, I will flip it over and top stitch on it at once. So this is what I have now. After sewing it and top stitching it, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fix the zip head. So I'm going to use only one zip head here. So this is it. I'm done fixing the zip head. So I'm going to sew the other side. So I'll bring my lining, then I will put my leather on top of my lining this way. So I'm going to sew anti-theft protector to it. That is this. This is 2 inches. The length is be the length of the bag. So I just folded it into 2. So I'm going to put it on it this way. This is how I want to position my own. So you can sew it down first if you cannot sew everything at once, but me, I'm going to sew everything at once, but make sure you arrange everything well so that it will be equal. So I will arrange it very well, my lining, my zip cloth, my anti-theft protector, and this leather. I will sew it down. After sewing it down, I will flip it over and top stitch on it at once. So guys, this is it now. You can see it. I'm done doing sewing it. So the next thing now is I'm going to use this front to shape the back. just place it on the back, make sure it's equal. But for me, I first notch the back, and also I notch the front leather, because I want everything to be centralized. So this is my front leather. You can see I've notched it also. So I will put it notch point to notch point. You use something to hold it down. So me, I'm using my clip to hold it down. Make sure it's notch point to notch point so that it will be the same. Now I'm going to trace it round. I'm going to trace all the corners. I will use my marker or anything you have to trace it round. So this is me now tracing the front, tracing it round so that I can cut shape the back. You trace here, you come down here also. Make sure it doesn't shift. Make sure the sides are equal. You trace it. If you look at that back, it's longer than the front at this down part now. I hope you are seeing it. You can see in it, it's longer now. It's because we have sewn zipper at that middle. That's what made it to reduce a little. So you trace it round. You trace it. Press it hard though. Let it not shift. Or you clip it. If you cannot hold it down this way very well, you can clip it. Use your clip and clip it. So but me, I'm okay like this. I'm good to go like this. So I will just trace it like this. Be tracing it till I reach to the end here. So now that I'm done tracing it, I will remove the front. I'll remove the front, then I will use my scissors and cut it out. So I want to reconfirm before I cut the other side. I just flip it over this way to make sure that my marking is the same thing, as it corresponds with this side. So after checking it, everything corresponds. So now I'm going to continue cutting it off. So now this is my back now, and this is my front. So everything is equal now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lining so that we can create pocket for that front now. So I'm going to get my lining. This is my lining. I'll put the pocket, the leather on top of my lining. Then I will get my piping cord. You can use any type of cord you have, but this I've already taped my leather on it. So I will start from the middle down here and I will pipe it round. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'll keep this aside. I'm going to work on the back. So this is the back. This is for the D-ring that I put on the side. I have it two pieces. So this is my D-ring. I have it two pieces. This is my adjuster. I have it two pieces also. So I'm going to start with my D-ring now. I want to give you the measurements I use to cut the D-ring. As actually you can see it's 4 inches. So I'll put my D-ring inside it this way. I'll place it here. You see it? The way I place it, I will sew it down here. Then I will get the second one, the second D-ring. I will get it. I'll put the belt. This belt I'm using is 1.5 inches belt, and I will put it this way. You see the way I place it? I will sew it down. That is what I will do for this D-ring. Then I'm going to keep the adjuster aside. Okay, at the top here, this is the midpoint. From this midpoint to here is 1.5 inches. From this midpoint to here is 1.5 inches. I came down by 2.5 inches. So this is the midpoint here. When I measured what I have here, I have 11 inches. I hope you can see it. 11 inches. So the midpoint of 11 inches is 5.5 inches, which is this. So from this midpoint, I took 3/4 inch here. I took 3/4 inch here. Now, watch what I'm going to do. This is my belt, my long strap. The measurement I have here is 40 inches. So this is the midpoint. from this 3/4, this is 3/4, from here to here is 3/4 inches. I'm going to place this my belt here. I will twist it this way to stop at this 1.5 inches point here. Then I will sew it. I will bring the second one. This is the second one. I will also, this is the 3/4 inches. I place it to be on that 3/4 inches point. Then I will also make sure that it stops here. I will arrange it this way. I will sew it. So after sewing the two, I will get this belt. I don't know the measurement. I just got it out. I will place it on it and use it to cover it up. Just take note of the way I place my strap. So this is what I'm going to do for this back pattern now. So you can see I'm done sewing it. So here I later added a short handle here. So the measurement, this is 1 inch belt. The measurement is 9 inches. If you want it longer than this, you can increase the length. So what I did is that I sew it here. You have to centralize it and sew. So that's what I did. As I'm done doing this now, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on my lining and pipe it round. I'm going to pipe it round. So this is the lining now. I'll place it on the lining this way. I've already notched the midpoint. So I'll place it on my lining. Then I'll get my piping cord. I'll put my piping cord here and pipe it round. You can decide to pad it, because I'm going to pad mine. I cannot sew school bag without padding the back, so I'll pad mine. So this is it for this. So I'm going to keep it aside. So the next thing now is to work on the gusset. So this is the gusset I'm using for it. I've cut lining for the two. So I want to give you the measurement of the gusset. This here I have 6 inches. That is for the down. While here I have 5.5 inches for the up. So this up now, I'm going to get the lining for it, which is this. This is the lining. So I will get my zip cloth. This is my zip cloth. I'll put my zip cloth here. Then I will put my leather. The measurement of my leather is this one is 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches by 28 inches. While the down one is, the measurement I'm using for the down one is 6 inches by 30 inches. 6 inches by 30. So mine may be different from yours. So when you finish sewing your bag, you measure it and get the gusset. So now I'm going to put it right side facing each other, the zip cloth and the leather. You see it? Right side facing each other. So I'm going to arrange it and sew it. After sewing it, I'll flip it over and top stitch it at once. So you can see I'm done piping it round. See, this is the front. I've also piped it round. So now I'm going to keep these two aside. So you can see I'm done sewing it. I've also fixed the zip edge. So now I'm going to get the down. The down. This is the down. So this is the lining for the down. So I'm going to put it lining with face lining. So I'll put it this way. I always like cutting my line in excess, so it's better I have excess than shortage. Then I'll put right side to right side. Make sure it's equal. You see the way it is, so I will sew it down. So I will turn to this side. I will bring this together here. I also bring this together here. I will also sew it. After sewing it, I will flip it over and top stitch it at once. So this is the gusset. I'm done sewing it. So I'm going to turn it to the right side. You can see it. I'm done sewing it. So I'll turn it to the right side. I've also notched it here. I've notched the midpoint. I've notched it here also, and also here. So now I'm going to start sewing. This is my bag. I've also notched this point. See my notch point here, and also see my notch point here. Now I'm going to turn this back to the wrong side. You see this place, this side is going to be at the back. This is the back. I'll put it notch point to notch point. I'll come down. Make sure you put all the belts inside. I'll also put it here, notch point to notch point. So I'm going to my machine now to arrange it. I will arrange it and sew. If you do the right thing, everything will be equal. So now, as it is like this, I'm going to get this, the front, and also put it notch point to notch point. Notch point to notch point. Here also I'll put it notch point to notch point. So now I'm going to take it to my machine now. I will sew it round this way. I will turn it this way. I will sew it round also. After sewing it, I will tape it round at once. So guys, you can see I'm done sewing it. This is what I have now. So now the next thing now is to turn it to the right side. So first we have to open our zipper. This backpack is a big one now. It's for college and working class ogas where they work. So now we're going to work at the back now, the strap. So I'm going to first fix we have to first fix our adjuster this way. Then I will pass it here. Make sure that you don't twist it though. Then I will also pass it here. You open it the way I'm opening. Make sure it's not twisted. You pass it here, this side first. It will enter this way. You pass it on the other one, the other side. So I'm going to my machine now to sew it. So what I did on this is what I will do on this one also. So guys, I'm done. This is the bag now. So if you have watched to this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. Like my videos, share my videos. Feel free to share my videos to any of your social media handle, and also recommend my channel to your friends and family. This is our bag now. And if you have not enrolled in any of my online classes, please do so that you will not come here and be asking me what is this, what, because there are some questions you will ask me here, I will not answer it. But if you belong to my class, you will have full access to me. If you ask me any question, I will gladly answer you. So thank you for watching. God bless you all. See you in our next video. Please always share my videos. So this is the back. You can see the side view. This is the back view. Very fine. This leather is very, very strong. So this is where we draw the curtain today.